Good afternoon and welcome. Please remain standing for the presentation of our flag and the Star-Spangled Banner played by the Meridian Brass Quintet, led by David Forney, a vocal performance and music business student, and signed by Tammy Nethery, who is receiving her Bachelor of Social Work.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the darkest red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. I'm Denise Cobb, Provost and Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs. To all our graduates, to their families and guests joining us today, who have traveled from near and far, and to those who are watching online, welcome to Southern Illinois University, Edwardsville. I am delighted to celebrate this 2017 spring commencement with you. This afternoon, we will confer degrees on candidates from the College of Arts and Sciences. These graduates represent the nations of Bangladesh, China, India, Iran, Denmark, Lebanon, Nepal, South Korea, Sri Lanka, Sweden, Turkey, Ukraine, and of course, the United States of America. I'm very pleased to introduce to you the members of the Platform Party. These individuals are with us today to extend their congratulations to our graduates. Each person will rise as their name is called. Please hold your applause until all are standing. Dr. Randy Pembroke, Chancellor of SIUE. Dr. Shirley Portwood, member of the SIU Board of Trustees. Ms. Amy Scholler, member of the SIU Board of Trustees. Ms. Rachel Stack, Vice Chancellor for University Advancement. Mr. Rich Walker, Vice Chancellor for Administration. Dr. Jeffrey Waple, Vice Chancellor for Student Affairs. Dr. Greg Budsman, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences. Dr. Regina McBride, Dean of Library and Information Services. Dr. Jeffrey Savey, President of the SIUE Faculty Senate. Mr. Kurt Ormischer, President of the SIUE Staff Senate. Mr. Tom Atwood, Instructor of Mass Communications. Ms. Janetta Randolph-Haley, Distinguished Service Award recipient. Mr. Ryan Johnson, SIUE Student Trustee, SIU Board of Trustees. Mr. Ramon DeShazer, Student Body President. Ms. LaShonda Lenora Jordan, Bachelor of Science, Mass Communications. Please join me now in acknowledging them with your applause. Seated in the front rows before me are members of the faculty, and staff members are positioned throughout the building. It is through the dedicated work of these individuals in designing and executing the curricula of the university and supporting our students that our graduates have been able to achieve their educational goals, culminating in this ceremony today. Would all faculty and staff, I encourage you all to stand, in attendance today, please stand and be recognized. Thank you all very much for the work that you do. Dr. Randy Pembroke became the 9th Chancellor at Southern Illinois University, Edwardsville on August 1st, 2016. He earned his bachelor's degrees in music education and piano performance from SIUE in 1978 and 1979, respectively, and a master's in music education in 1980, also from SIUE. He then went on to complete his doctorate in music education from Florida State University in 1984. Before his return to SIUE, Chancellor Pembroke served as the Vice President for Academic Affairs at Washburn University in Topeka, Kansas from 2011 to 2016. Prior to Washburn, he served at Baker University in Baldwin City, Kansas in a number of different roles. Before joining Baker, Chancellor Pembroke was Dean at the Conservatory of Music and Dance at the University of Missouri, Kansas City. Chancellor Pembroke, a Greenfield, Illinois native, and his wife, Mary Jo, originally from North Carolina, are dedicated to furthering SIUE's engagement in the community through professional and volunteer experiences in Edwardsville, East St. Louis, and our surrounding communities. Please join me in welcoming Chancellor Randy Pembroke.
Thank you, Provost Cobb. Well, good afternoon, and welcome to the SIUE campus. I'm very pleased to join with our faculty and staff in congratulating our graduates. We're proud to have this outstanding group of students entering a new phase as SIUE alumni, and I congratulate all of our graduates on the hard work, persistence, and focus that brought you to this point. Graduates, I'd like to start by thanking you all for our interactions this year. My first year back at SIUE since 1980. I think I quickly became the food guy upon arriving back at SIUE. I distributed cupcakes and lemonade in week 1, DQ blizzards in week 2, and Sunday night breakfasts before finals week this year. Thank you for your greetings in the hallways, in the muck, and at athletic events this year. I also want to thank you for the many, many ways that you have enriched our campus environment through your art, music, and theater presentations, athletic competitions, internships in clinics and businesses, and research presentations, as well as hundreds of other settings that I can't mention. Working with our faculty, staff, coaches, and administrators, you have made SIUE the special place that it is. Special thanks also go to the SIU Board of Trustees, President Dunn, the Chancellor's Council leadership team, and our outstanding faculty and staff. So students, I have a question for you. Did you spot your family as you processed into the VC today? I hope so. We're going to clap for you many times, many times during this ceremony. So I want to give you a chance to applaud for your parents, grandparents, spouses, siblings, children, friends who helped. You can stand now and give them a shout out. Family members and friends, we congratulate you on the important roles you have played in supporting today's graduates. Thank you very much. Graduation is a celebration of the hard work and perseverance of our students and their support systems, and it's often conducted face-to-face. But we also live stream this ceremony so that relatives and friends from around the world can take part in this exciting event. Let's take a minute to applaud those who are watching from around the world. And students, I will say that if you are looking for cameras to wave to your family when you come across the stage in just a few moments, they are located to my left and above in amidst the flags. So that's just something to keep in mind, right? SIUE's mission statement concludes with the phrase, shaping a changing world. We're always thinking about how what we do here makes a difference to the community. And let me give you a few examples. Our students contributed 265,000 hours of community service. They raised $85,000 for a variety of charitable causes in just this academic year alone. They provided programming that is in tune with the needs of our region and beyond. Our future nurses and dentists were in clinics. Our future teachers were in schools. Our engineers in construction settings and labs. Our business students in internships and capstone experiences with local businesses. And our pharmacy students were in pharmacies. Where else would they be, right? I could go on in describing the contributions of these majors, our fine arts students, our history majors, etc. But let me summarize by saying thank you to all of you for what you have done. Job well done this year. I mentioned the concept of shaping a changing world, so now it's time to ask, what do you want to shape? As the book The Happy Lawyer by Nancy Leavitt describes, the happiest individuals are those who truly feel they are making a difference in some way and shaping their own destiny in the process. Now, don't get me wrong, just because you shape something doesn't mean that it won't present you with challenges along the way. Think of a potter with a lump of clay that needs to be reworked. As you look at choosing jobs, choosing paths, choosing partners in life, everyone deals with decision-making and sometimes difficulties, universities as well. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is that those who prevail meet challenges head-on and aren't afraid to learn along the way. That's a nice way of saying you will make mistakes in your life, but you will recalibrate and move on. A wise person once said, sometimes decisions aren't about right and wrong, sometimes they're about right and left. As that great philosopher Yogi Berra once said, when you get to the fork in the road, take it. The key is to keep moving forward and to make the most of the opportunities, challenges, and people who cross your path. Graduates, you represent a wide array of backgrounds, experiences, and perspectives. Students at SIUE this year come from all 102 Illinois counties, 42 of the 50 U.S. states, and 55 countries from around the world. But even with all of that variety, by the end of today's ceremony, you'll have this common bond. You'll share alumni status with more than 100,000 of your fellow Cougars. As you move from being students to alums, you will now also become ambassadors for SIUE, our representatives in the community. In short, people will form their perceptions of SIUE through you. The reputation of SIUE at this moment is based on past alums. Our reputation in the next 10 to 20 years will be based on what you do. So make us proud, but don't forget to come back to campus and see us. I hope you'll stay in touch through the Alumni Association, that you'll attend concerts here on campus, lecture series, athletic contests, homecoming, and many other special events. We would love to see you again. Life is about change and adjustments. Employers are looking for problem solvers, those who can work with others, and people who aren't afraid to lead and learn. I know the education you received at this wonderful institution will help you in those endeavors. Let me close with the words of Winston Churchill, who stated, "Success is never final. Failure is never fatal. It is courage that counts." I wish you the courage to pursue your dreams and change the world. Congratulations and best wishes to you all. The Distinguished Service Award annually honors an individual's outstanding service to our community. This year, we are pleased to present the award to Mrs. Janetta Randolph Haley. Ask anyone who has worked with Janetta Randolph Haley to describe her, and the reply will almost always be, she is committed. She is committed to making her community better, committed to preparing students to become productive citizens of society, and committed to always striving for excellence. That approach guided Mrs. Haley during her more than 2 decades of service to SIUE. After earning a Master of Music degree at SIUE in 1972, she joined the department as an assistant professor of music. A decade later, she moved into administration, overseeing the university's East St. Louis Center, which provides educational and social services. Professor Haley's vision was to fully integrate the campus into the total university community and ensure that it delivered a comprehensive support system to all individuals it served, from infants to senior citizens. To accomplish her vision, she enhanced academic programs, established or expanded initiatives, and strengthened ties with the Edwardsville campus. Under her leadership, the center launched an award-winning Head Start program that has become one of the largest in the country. Along with university administrators, she partnered with the University of Missouri St. Louis to open an eye clinic at the East St. Louis Center, and dental services were provided through the SIU School of Dental Medicine. Professor Haley also secured funding for several programs to benefit minority students, including an Upward Bound Science Awareness Program. She also oversaw the development of educational programs designed for area children in protective custody. In recognition of her commitment, SIUE renamed its state-funded program for minority students the Janetta Haley Scholars Academy. The program awards 100 scholarships annually. In 1993, the university's Department of Music named Haley, who had reached full professor rank 9 years earlier, Professor Emerita. According to Mrs. Haley, she was motivated by a sense of duty she learned from her mother, also an educator, and her father, a minister. She says that we are put on this earth to do something good for others. And at 94, she wonders daily, what have I accomplished today? In addition to her career at SIUE, Professor Haley has served in national positions of the Lynx Inc., has served on numerous boards, including the American Red Cross, the Association of Governing Boards of Universities and Colleges, and the St. Louis Metropolitan YWCA. She was the first woman to become president of the Board of Curators at her alma mater, Lincoln University in Jefferson City, Missouri. She was an 18-year board member of Stillman College in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, and has held national leadership positions within her sorority, Alpha Kappa Alta Sorority, Inc., of which she is a Golden Life member. I am honored to present the 2017 Distinguished Service Award to my friend and mentor, Janetta Randolph Haley. So here's the award. I think Howard's going to get a nice picture. And then we'll put it back in with you. Thank you for being here.
Good afternoon. Board of Trustees, Chancellor Pembroke, my student, administrators, faculty, staff, students, parents, friends of our university, Southern Illinois University, Edwardsville. I thank the board for this honor. I've been associated with this university for 47 years, 23 years as a faculty member and professor of music education, 10 years as an administrator of the branch campus at East St. Louis, Illinois, assistant to the vice president and provost, Today, I stand here as a representative of a family of college-educated people, 5 generations. Yes, 5 generations. My grandparents were college graduates. Can you believe it? Carter Smith and Maggie Cooley, both graduates of Southland College, a Quaker college in Helena, Arkansas. He graduated in 1886. She graduated in 1890. That was 127 years ago, graduates. In 1913, 104 years ago, my mom graduated from college, Lincoln Institute in Jefferson City, Missouri. 72 years ago, I graduated from Lincoln University. 47 years ago, my daughter graduated from Fisk University. In the year 2000, my grandson was on the National Honor Roll at Lincoln University. Then he played ice hockey at Missouri State. My grandparents had 8 children. Can you think about it today? 8 children. They lived in Poplar Bluff, Missouri. In Poplar Bluff, black people, black students couldn't go to high school there. So they sent them to black colleges and universities that had been established here in the United States for freed slaves or indentured servants. My mother, Willie, her sister Katie, Fern, another sister, Jetty, another sister. Those names are unusual, and I agree. They all went to Lincoln. Carter and North went to Wilberforce University, which was in Xenia, Ohio. Leland went to Wichita in Kansas. Chauncey went to Western University in Kansas also. They went, and most of them stayed there for 4 years because they couldn't afford to go home. They had to work. When asked to be the speaker for this graduation, I said, what shall I say? What shall I speak about? And my friend, who is now the chancellor, he said, Ms. Haley, speak about you. Let them know about you. Maybe they're interested. Don't know. But I was born at 307 Mitchell Street in Alton, Illinois, March 19th, 1923, 94 years ago. My parents, Willie Smith, and my dad, Reverend John Randolph, who was the pastor of African Methodist Episcopal Church in Alton, and Mrs. Pitts. The Pitts family still lives in Alton, helped with my birth because they didn't allow black people at Alton Hospital. And so I was born at home. And what I'd like for you to know is that Mrs. Pitts met me after I was here at SIUE. I was honored to meet her. When I requested a birth certificate, I wanted to go to Europe to participate in a conference in the south of France on music education for the special child. And so I go to get a passport. There's no birth certificate, folks. No record of my birth at all. I was told here at Madison County that there had been a fire and all the records were destroyed. Now, I'm told that that's something that's told to a lot of people about that. However, I had an aunt who was still living, and so she did an affidavit saying that I really was born. And I got the passport, and I went to France. I was educated like you, many of you, who come from little towns in Illinois. Now, some of them you never heard of, but I'm gonna tell you about them anyway. I went to first grade in Carrier Mills. Who ever heard of Carrier Mills? Anybody here? Oh, thank you. I went to first grade there, and Miss Patton was my teacher. Second grade in Metropolis, Illinois. You ever hear of Metropolis? Raise your hand. Third grade, Harrisburg, Illinois. Thank you. When I went to Harrisburg School, had a man as a teacher. That was the first time. And you know that's true today. Not too many men are teaching elementary school. But this was exciting to me. And we found out that he was going to visit every family. Kind of scary in a way. But anyway, his name was Mr. Webb. And then Cairo, Illinois. Oh, there's some Cairo people. I went to Washington School in Cairo, and then to Sumner High School. I never was any place over 2 years at all. After Cairo, guess what? I went to Peoria, Illinois. Peoria High School, and that was my first experience of integrated schools. Peoria, and my mother was so excited because that's what she wanted us to have, that experience. It was an enriching experience. Guess what then? My father moved in the middle of my senior year. Oh, that was true. And we moved to East St. Louis, Illinois, and I graduated, I know you're going to applaud this, from Lincoln High School in East St. Louis. I went to school with Miles Davis. My brother, who was a college president, grew up to be a college president. I went to 5 grade schools in 5 different towns, 3 high schools in the 4 years. Now I can get along with anybody. After finishing college, folks, and teaching for 50 years, and having multiple experiences working in the community, that my parents taught us that we had to give back. We were honored you can see how I was honored with a family. We didn't have much money, but we were trained to value education. Growing up in a family, my mother read us every night Pilgrim's Progress. You ever hear that? She read us a chapter a night. And it was a wonderful experience. But I thought I would give you some of my ideas about how to have a successful life. I've had one. I think you ought to know that. At 94 years, I've had one. The true power of the arts and humanities is that you speak to everyone. There's not one of us here who hasn't had their beliefs challenged by a writer's eloquence, or their knowledge deepened by historians, or their sagging spirits lifted by a singer's voice. I say to you today, never give up on anybody. Miracles happen every day. Show respect for your teachers. When I was in Europe, I found out they love teachers and respect them, and when you walk in the room, they stood up. That's really true. Graduates, don't waste time learning the tricks of the trade. Learn the trade. Support a high school band. Always have something beautiful in sight, even if it's just a daisy in a jelly glass. Make it a habit to do nice things for people who will never find out. Read the Bill of Rights. Smile a lot. And some of you right now need to do that. You're scaring me because you're not. Smile a lot. It costs you nothing. And it's beyond price. Learn to listen. You know, many of us, that's something that we need to do. Because opportunity sometimes knocks very softly. Never deprive someone of hope. It might be all that they have. Sing in a choir. I think some of my choir members sit in the audience now, but I hope the rest of you will sing in a choir. Strive for excellence, not perfection. This next one, I want you to listen very carefully. Read carefully anything that requires your signature. The big print giveth. The small print taketh away. Do battle against prejudice and discrimination wherever you find it. Let people know what you stand for and what you won't stand for. Never criticize the person who signs your check. If you are unhappy in your job, resign. Commit yourself to constant self-improvement. That doesn't stop, folks. I'm still working on it. Don't make the same mistake twice. Please don't do that. Commit yourself to quality. Accept help when offered. Believe it or not, there's some women who don't want the doors open for them. Please accept the help when offered. Set goals for yourself, no matter how tiny. Surround yourself with positive, supported people. Focus on what you can do, not on what you can't do. Although the fifth generation of Smiths never knew their grandparents, the tradition in our family of higher education, Christian leadership, social responsibility, and pride in our culture remains dominant in our lives. My own has been a successful one that I want to keep sharing with you. I've been honored to share with you today. Best wishes and congratulations to all of you.
Thank you, Professor Haley, for sharing your inspiring story, and I feel like I have work to do. Thank you. For each commencement ceremony, one graduate is chosen on behalf of the graduating class. To be selected for this honor, students must not only demonstrate academic success, but they must also exemplify the values of our institution. The graduate chosen for this ceremony is LaShonda Jordan, who is receiving a Bachelor of Arts in Mass Communications with a minor in Black Studies from the College of Arts and Sciences. A veteran of the United States Air Force, LaShonda's military service instilled a duty of honoring veterans through her work as an advocate for homeless former service members in Chicago. She also petitioned to have a chapter of the Salute Veterans National Honor Society opened at SIUE, where she served as an Alpha Tier member. Salute is the only National Honor Society recognizing and honoring the service and scholastic achievements of student veterans. Her advocacy for marginalized groups does not end with the veteran population. A born organizer, LaShonda has worked diligently to enhance SIUE's commitment to transfer student success within the university. She also has worked to increase awareness of racial injustice on campus and throughout the country as a member of the SIUE Black Lives Matter Chancellor's Task Force. She is also a founding member of Sankofa, a student organization dedicated to promoting minority education to the student body. LaShonda has been recognized for her advocacy and journalistic work, both as a writer for the Alestle and a radio personality for WSIE Radio. She is the recipient of the Rosie Gathinji Diversity in Journalism Award and the Black Girls Rock Black Excellence Award. She created her own media production company called Paragon Dynasty Media. Her company is comprised solely of African American students, and LaShonda has helped lead them along the path toward establishing a solid reputation and name for themselves. LaShonda's professors admire her leadership and involvement in numerous campus organizations, her unrelenting passion for education, and her dedication as a wife and mother of 3 young children. From one of her professors, quote, LaShonda inspires, encourages, and challenges her fellow students to be successful in college by having the right attitude, good study ethics, and positive perceptions of themselves, end quote. As LaShonda prepares to embark on her next journey, the faculty and students she has encountered along the way have recognized her as, quote, intelligent, hardworking, focused, and a caring young woman with experiences that will undoubtedly make her uniquely suited to offer a message of perseverance, hope, and encouragement, end quote, to the students receiving their degrees today. Personally, I'm delighted to welcome Ms. Jordan as our student speaker representing this graduating class.
Hello. Okay, I'm gonna try that again. Hello. That's better. Class of 2017, President Dunn, Chancellor Pembrook, Dean Budsman, professors, faculty, staff, family, friends. It's an honor to be standing before you today. I'm very honored and proud to be addressing you. Looking at American history, more specifically the history of Black people, my beautiful brothers and sisters, many alternative facts in history have negatively shaped what the society sees as excellence. It is clear to me that people who have made a difference and excelled above the generation are those that have challenged the general view of things during their time. Every single person in this room has learned about Martin Luther King Jr., Rosa Parks, Malcolm X, Harriet Tubman, and many more influential Black leaders that our schools throughout the years have taught us in our history books, or that they chose to highlight within our history books. But there are so many more who have helped pave the way to truth and excellence. Angela Davis, James Baldwin, Ida B. Wells, Harry P. Newton, Dr. Francis Cress Wessling, Marcus Garvey, W.E.B. Du Bois. These names may be familiar to some of you and new to others. These are the names of a few of my ancestors who have carried me on my journey to leave a legacy. And they are the people who've inspired me to ask why and to find the answers before I accepted anything as the gospel truth. If they did not find a satisfactory answer, it did not stop their progression. They knew that there was work to be done, each and every one of them. What my ancestors did instead was change their perception and views in accordance with what they had found to be truth. They were equipped with the tools and skills to get the job done and leave a mark and a legacy along the journey. Are you ready, class of 2017? There's work to be done. The journey is not going to be easy, but know that we are prepared to defy the odds. Let's look at a lesson I learned from history. Literally, Dr. Jessica Harris's History 130, the history of Black America. Lecture was on the Tuskegee Airmen this day. And I was excited because I knew something about these distinguished Black gentlemen. You know, red tails during World War II. They flew battles over Nazi Germany, survived prisoners of war camps, and were cheered on as heroes in the streets of Paris. But what I did not know that day in that class was that back home, they were not allowed to sit and eat or drink with the same Americans whose freedoms they fought to protect because of the color of their skin. So much of what I learned in Dr. Harris's lectures that semester was new to me and my husband, who was also a student in her class at the time. I love you, Mike. You are my king. How could it be that at that time, I was a 31-year-old married Air Force veteran with 3 children sitting in Dr. Harris's class hearing all this for the first time? You like how I slid that mini bio in there, don't you? The Tuskegee Airmen were one of the reasons that I joined the United States Air Force. But I had no idea that they were the first Black military airmen that at home on US soil, abroad, and in the military, my fellow airmen were challenged by racism, bigotry, segregation, and limited opportunities for advancement. The history books conveniently left those parts out in all my years of going to school. The Tuskegee Airmen hadn't even proven themselves yet, and people were already waiting on them to fail. I like their story simply because the odds were against them. Class of 2017, the odds may be against us, but stepping up to the plate when there are strikes against you is never easy. I think it takes an extraordinary amount of mental toughness to tune out the negative vibes and perform as if your enemies were on your team. That's what the Tuskegee Airmen did, and they were a success. They took the racism they faced and shoved it aside. They proved their flying capabilities so well that the US bombers began requesting them specifically to be accompanied by the Red Tails on their missions. If nothing else, I've learned from their example the importance of believing in myself. No matter how ugly things look or how many people are waiting on me to fail, I must believe in me. And class of 2017, you have to do the same thing. Believe in you. In my eyes, our graduating class is the most talented and memorable class that will ever grace the SIUE campus. This has been one of the best times in my life. I got to go to college with my husband. It felt like we were in the Spike Lee remake of School Days. It's a great movie. If you haven't seen it, I believe it's on Netflix. I got to expose my children to art, music, theater, and so much more. Destiny, Michaela, and Jaden, you are the reason that mommy goes so hard. I love you all dearly. As it relates to my children, I would definitely like to send out a mad shout out to the Alpha Phi Alpha fraternity for taking my son in. For taking my son in and mentoring him. That's what we need is mentorship as we go forth into life. And they took him in as one of their own. He's 12 years old and he looks up to you guys, so I thank you for that. I founded an organization, Sankofa, with my friends, and I'm proud to call them my friends. As I call you, I really would like for you to stand so that people can know that I didn't do the work that I did here on campus on my own. Brianna Reed, the president of Sankofa, will you please stand? I think she graduated. She may not be here. That's okay. Diamante Jackson, vice president. Kaya Earl. Reggie. Hammer Time. He's all the way back there. And everyone in Sankofa, I really love you. We traveled to New Orleans with our amazing advisors. I also got the opportunity to test out my support system while I've been here at SIUE. My family, my mom and dad, Randy and LaWanda, my siblings, Latasha and my nephew, Josiah. My brothers couldn't be here, but they're here in spirit, and the entire Sowers family. While here at SIUE, I found out, my message to you is that I found out we are a strong family. There is greatness running in our DNA. No matter what happens after this day, we have to stick together. So I thank you for sticking with me. I am greatness because of you. So I thank you. I started a company, as Provost Cobb mentioned before, Paragon Dynasty Media, and we all started from a mass communications class, MC 204. That's an entry-level production class, and we all found that we had similar passion to tell the stories of African Americans and underrepresented people in our communities, in our societies. For me, I was annoyed with reality TV. I like it, we all like our dirt and we all like to watch it, but it annoyed me that that was what people were seeing about my beautiful Black people. So we decided to come together and to change that. We decided to come together to be able to create images that everyone would love. So I thank my team, Paragon Dynasty Media. I love you guys. And we also had the opportunity to collaborate with Stro Entertainment, and that is another group here on campus that has really worked and been able to help me and my company have a name here in the Edwardsville area. My squad is truly amazing and talented. I love you all, and let's keep making magic. And last but not least, I met my best friend here, Kaya Earl. Kaya, we came, we saw, and we conquered. There's still work to be done. This is only the beginning. I love you. Woosah, y'all. Okay, that's over. I knew that part would be hard. Fellow class of 2017, because of the legacy of my fellow airmen, the Tuskegee Airmen, and the legacy that they left behind, please join me on a legacy to leave a legacy. Remember that success against all odds begins with believing that you can beat the odds first. Once we turn this tassel, please know there's work to be done. All those finals that stressed us last week, all the griping and all that stuff that we were trying to make it through, Dr. Hicks, MC 401 class. All of that is done, but the work does not stop here at SIUE. It's our time to pave the way to truth and excellence. As we pave the way to truth and excellence, I would definitely like to ask, we had a Black graduation, but I want all the Black graduates in the room to stand with me so that these people can honor the Black excellence in this room. Some of you may be wondering why I did that, and I wasn't even sure if I was going to do it before I came to this podium. But so often, African American students go unnoticed. So often our excellence goes unseen. And so today I just thought it would be a great opportunity for once in this room for everyone to be able to give honor to the excellence that's paved the way in history, just like the Tuskegee Airmen. There's greatness in this room, and there's allies in this room as well. It's not just a Black thing. Last but definitely not least, class of 2017, I love you. I will never forget you. We are walking, living legends.
Thank you, Ms. Jordan, for your message and all the work that you've done in the service of our campus community, and congratulations on your achievements. The candidates for graduation will be presented to Chancellor Pembroke for conferral of their degrees. In your program, you will see that recipients of baccalaureate degrees who are graduating cum laude, magna cum laude, and summa cum laude are notated by 1, 2, and 3 asterisks, respectively. They are also wearing cords on their academic regalia, indicating those honors. In addition, candidates who are honor scholars are indicated in the program with a capital H. Graduates who will be commissioned as second lieutenants in the U.S. Air Force and U.S. Army are listed in your program as well. During this portion of the ceremony, I ask that the audience please remain seated and hold your applause until all graduates have crossed the stage. Thank you. Greg Budsman, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences, will now present candidates for the conferral of baccalaureate degrees.
Will the candidates for baccalaureate degrees from the College of Arts and Sciences please rise? Chancellor Pembroke, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Arts and Sciences, it is my honor to present these candidates who, subject to completion of all requirements established by the university and the College of Arts and Sciences, are recommended to you for the formal conferring of their respective degrees.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty and the Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Southern Illinois University Board of Trustees, I confer on each of you the baccalaureate degree earned with all associated rights, privileges, and responsibilities. Congratulations.
Will all graduates receiving degrees in the College of Arts and Sciences please now come forward?
Deja Priscilla Anderson. Kelsey V. Argent. Chantal K. Asker Neese. Kyle Matthew Ader. Caitlin Constance Auer. Tisha Marie Banks. Marissa Lene Bell Taylor. Sierra Renee Byer. Brianna Nicole Bifagnani. Darcy Ann Bilbrook, summa cum laude. David F. Bracey. Dylan Ray Brinkman, summa cum laude. Andrew Jordan Buck. Adriana Serrato. Evan Thomas Sione. Shayna Lavon Clark. Alexis Paige Krumer. Paul David Albert, magna cum laude. Hosea Emmanuel Edwards. Elijah Andrew Eckstedt, cum laude. Daniel William Farrell. Taylor Rochelle Feig. Dominic Lawrence Garrison, cum laude. Kiara O'Shea Glover. Samantha Nicole Gooden. Quincy Darnell Gordon. Jennifer M. Greer. Leandra Morgan Hillman. Joshua C. Hinkle, magna cum laude. Amber Lynn Honey. Jerian Joelle Howard. Jennifer K. Ivy. Alex Lee Jackson. Daniel James Jeck. Emily K. Kaiser, magna cum laude. Kelly Lynn Cowpang. Maria Catherine Kennedy. Michael Sarkis Corey. Stephen Durrell King. Olivia Marie Klockenkemper. Elizabeth Korinke, cum laude. Samuel Thomas Lacey. Bria Janet Laxian. Caitlin Alexandra Lally. Aaron Leggs. Andrew Matthew Loyett. Jennifer Marie Maddox. Precious Manny. Danita Martin Rose. Mallory Elaine Mazanik. Lauren Elise Mahaffey. Michelle Kathleen Miller, summa cum laude. Christian Murray. Mindy Gail Michelle Phillips. Sean M. Phipps, cum laude. Congratulations. Gary Rashad Pritchett. Jade Proman. Gerald Lamonte Ray. Dre N. Rice, cum laude. Benjamin Joel Richardson. Catherine Ruhua Richardson. Emily Claire Rigdon. Rachel P. Roberts. Montana K. Sandstrom, summa cum laude. Gracie Rose Sarton. Derek Michael Shackman. Emily Ann Schneider. Melissa Ann Shadrick. Melissa R. Short. Johanna Joy Schultes. Becca Marie Simon. Chloe Elizabeth Smith, magna cum laude. Brianna Nicole Sparaneo, summa cum laude. Alexandra Neal Stewart, magna cum laude. Hey. Jared Duffy Sweeney. Anthony T. Talia. Timothy James Tank. Hannah Elizabeth Tate. Lindsay B. Taylor. Wyatt Davis Teague, magna cum laude. Grace K. Tierney. Chase Joseph Tiffany, summa cum laude. Brittany Lace Walden. Travis Kelly Ware. Carrie Ann Waddles. Alex Joseph Weichel. Lauren Michelle White, cum laude. Dustin Andrew Bradshaw. Bradley William DeVores. Christopher A. Gum. Catherine Louise Manning. Sarah Lynn Shanley, cum laude. Christina Lynn Wegman. Nicola Sine Hodges. Tanya M. Jordan. Anthony Michael Mancias. Laura Elizabeth Mang. Amber Elizabeth Phillips. Lorenzo Cortez Reed. Allison Ann Richards. Alexandria Melissa Edwards, cum laude. Brandon Keith Jansen, summa cum laude. Caleb Michael Mooberry. Tyler John Owens, cum laude. Rebecca Ann Schultz, summa cum laude. Daryl Leon Sterling, Jr. Kolawala Emmanuel Abraham. Olofeme Adiosun Akinlulu. Layla 8 Haj Kadur. Jennifer Rebecca Michelle Allen. Rachel Sue Allen. Bianca Paige Alonzo. Taylor Lynn Altenberger, summa cum laude. Tessa Ann Marie Amsden. Dylan Maxwell Anderson, summa cum laude. Madeline Renee Anderson. Alexis Preston Aranda. Shannon Marie Arbogast. Danielle Juliet Atwood. Raven L. Ayers. Angela Fain Bacon Sanson. Desiree Lynn Bainbridge. Andrew D. Baker. Brandon Michael Baker. Zaid A. Banafidel. Sienna Elise Barrett. Clayton Robert Bass. DeMonte Batten Jackson. Vincent Anthony Bavetta. Hey, how are you? Jessica Nicole Bax. Shauna K. Bells. Trincy Anna Beasley. Kyle Mitchell Beckett. Michael Louis Belmonte, magna cum laude. Joseph Garrett Benjamin. Ronnie Joe Berry. Francine Ann Burke. Isaiah Frederick Blackburn. Morgan Ellen Bente. Haley N. Bolin. Eric Joseph Bamba. Rosella Leanne Book. Lauren Elizabeth Boone, cum laude. Haley Danielle Bowen, summa cum laude. Maximilian Gerhardt Brammer. Tommy Jr. Branham. Andrew Joseph Braun, cum laude. Adam Gerard Breesacker. Brandon Lee Casey Brindley. Kelly Ruth Book, summa cum laude. Ethan Bryce Bugg, cum laude. Joanna Bukowinski. Gerald T. Butler. Mary Beth Carries Flannery. LaDesia D. Hollingsworth. Jacob Mark Callahan. Kaylee Ann Callender, summa cum laude. Kellen Scott Campbell. Mitchell L. Campbell. Elizabeth Marie Chapman, magna cum laude. Austin Chittum, cum laude. John Michael Clowers. Lindsay Ann Cook, cum laude. Krista N. Corbin. Paul James Corey. Christopher Michael Coulter. Brittany Leanne Cox. Justin Elizabeth Cox. Kamitra Yvette Curtis. Kellyanne Cusack. Sean Michael Dam. Michael Jeffrey Davis. Sydney Christine Delgadillo, sorry. Tyler Devine. Morgan Elizabeth DeWall. Matthew Allen DeWeese. Jason John Dodd, summa cum laude. Taylor Dodd. Nicole Beverly Dowell. Amy E. Dredge. Joel Matthew Duncan. Corey Brennan Dunn. Summer Keandra Dunn. LaShondra Lenora Jordan. Kaya Elizabeth Earl. Jade Ann Eastling. Jacob Allen Eckhoff. Samantha Lynn Ellis, magna cum laude. Michael James Anthony Elner, summa cum laude. Tessa Charlene England, cum laude. Barak Eslick. Carl Frederick Essen. Sarah Yvonne Etchison, cum laude. Emily Ann Fabry. John Martin Fahey. Miranda Ralos Farrow. Emily Elizabeth Faree. Caitlin Nicole Feets. Ashlyn N. Finke, cum laude. Allison Elizabeth Flood. Nicholas William Foppy. Barry Antoine Ford II. Abby Mae Fox, summa cum laude. Whitney Rose Friedrich. Isabella Lee Foltz. David Stephen Gallagher. Nicolette Eleni Guerin. Cecily Marie Giaquinto, magna cum laude. James Morris Giles. Haley Dawn Godsey. Karan Rahim Green. Stephen Paul Greenwood. Jacob Brian Greider. Brittany Nicole Grisetta. Silas Elijah Gunther. Haley Marie Gula, cum laude. Tyler Joseph Gustafson. Daniel Gutierrez Jr. Jason Christopher Hackett. Levi Matthew Hain. Jessica Nicole Haynes. Colby Monroe Hall. Kenneth Patrick Hall. Lucas Robert Haller. Chase Andrew Halsney, summa cum laude. Hamza Abdulatif Hamad. Reginald Lavelle Hamilton II. Madison Elizabeth Harper. Charles Leo Prager. Christopher David Jardin, magna cum laude. Brianna Nicole Harold. Morgan Brianna Hart. Luke August Hahn. Cedric Leandre Hayes, Jr. John Anthony Heeg, summa cum laude. Emily Hernandez. Hare. Miles Andrew Hare, cum laude. Anthony Lowell Hedinger, magna cum laude. Stacy K. Hodge. Alyssa Ann Horner, magna cum laude. Jordan Philip Hollenbeck. Justin Hood. Raina Alexandra Horn. Michael Pettit Hudson, summa cum laude. Kevin Michael Hummel, cum laude. Matthew Allen Hunsaker, cum laude. Brett Samuel Hunter. Alexandra Suzanne Hurley, summa cum laude. Soon Jong Im, cum laude. Jacqueline Page Isom. Abigail Marie Jackson. Sydney K. Jacobs. Tajua Monica S. Jefferson. Alexandra Lee Johnson. Andre Lamont Johnson, Jr. Benjamin Thomas Johnson. Jasmine Michelle Johnson. Raheem K. Johnson. Shantavia Lynn Johnson. Ajana C. Johnson Brown. Randy Phillips Jones. Yanger. Brendan Joseph Yanger. Christopher W. Keeler. Hunter Jordan Keith, cum laude. Michelle Lynn Kemper, magna cum laude. Sean Michael Kennedy. Bethany Ann Kirkover. Samantha Nicole King, cum laude. Taylor N. King. Rachel Ursula Clems. Sean Michael Knight. Molly Elizabeth Kale. David William Cosman. Zachary LaFern Croup. Haley Patrice Katowski. Melissa Lenora Ladd. Robert William Ladner. Zachary Stephen Lloyd Latson. Jacqueline Aubrey Limpet. Megan Lynn Lozon. Kelsey Danielle Lepper. Michelle Vieta Lewis. Shane Michael Lewis. Ty Matthew Lipe. Alexis Amanda Lohman, magna cum laude. Reginald Glenn Lovelace, Jr. Jeffrey Lucan. Lindsay Renee Lurson, magna cum laude. Taylor Marie Lurkins. Shay Lee Lutz. Sean Patrick Lynch. Parth Maheshwari, cum laude. Christopher Matthew Malave. Molly C. Margaritas, magna cum laude. Crystal M. Martin. Emily Ann Martin. Taylor Lane Martin. Tyler Gordon McBride. Tyler Thomas McGowan, summa cum laude. Emily Ann McHugh. Alec Andrew McKenzie. Sean Alexander Meacham, cum laude. Paris Meeky. Drew Michael Meredith, cum laude. Benjamin Thomas Miller, summa cum laude. Melanie Lauren Mitchell. Christopher Matthew Mock, summa cum laude. Casey Ann Morgan, cum laude. Ebony Sheree Mosby. Ryan Alexander Mosser, summa cum laude. Gabriel Shadrach Masenji. Samuel Comrade Mueller. Nicholas Eric Muller. Stephen Timothy Muni, magna cum laude. Anna Michelle Myers, cum laude. Wyatt Joseph Neisler. Randolph Joseph Niedermeyer. Bianca Miranda Newell. Ann Ty Nagayan, magna cum laude. Christopher James Nichols. Allison Christine Nicklow. Alexander Joseph Nemechek. Haley Nicole Nischer. Bailanesh Saba Nigeta. Devin Nicole Noby. Amanda Jane Norman. Amanda Elizabeth Notmeyer. Jewel Kathleen O'Brien. Hamlet Harold Ogando. Emmanuel Olawashane Ogun Bode. Christine Marie Olson, cum laude. Ashley Marie Padilla. Jamie Joseph Painter. Nicole Michelle Patton. Aisha Marie Patton. Michelle Lowry Peterson. Sergio Perez. Glenn Pierre Jr. Skylar Michael Coolidge Pokorski. Erica Jane Porter. Addison Lee Prosser. Tyler Michael Pryor. Nicholas Alexander Reftopoulos. Andrew John Reese. Lucas A. Reinecke, summa cum laude. Morgan Brittany Reinert. Sarah Evans Reinert. Deidre Diane Renfro. Shakoya Lee Sean Ritchie. Jordan Lynn Rinderer. Austin M. Robertson. Jeffrey Lee Robinson. Gunnar C. Rowling. Elijah Rashid Rollins. J.C. Ann Rothy, summa cum laude. Nicholas J. Raffini. Jonathan Lee Ruhal. Nicholas Allen Sabal. Quincy Lachey Sanderlin. Jesse Cole Sanders. Angelica Rose Sarmento. Tyler James Schiffman. Haley Brooke Schlecht, cum laude. Kyle Patrick Schlosser. Charles Michael Schmidt, cum laude. Ryan A. Schwartz. Randall Jacob Senko, cum laude. Morgan Marie Shanahan, cum laude. Callum Jeffrey Shayer. Samantha Sue Shute. Jory Anthony Skelton. Marissa K. Smith. Rachel Elizabeth Summers. Madeline Kathleen Spooner. Christian William Springman. Kyle Edwin Stepp, cum laude. Jennifer Marie Stock. Christopher Sean Swims Verner, cum laude. Kendall Marie Switzer. Caleb Christopher Zedler. Gabriel Philip Simmerick. Jose Arnaldo Tamez. Hannah Rose Tandler. Caleb Christopher Tatum. Kayla Marie Tatum. Trion Latrell Taylor. Megan Taylor Tyson. Michelle Lee Tolley, magna cum laude. Sierra Darche Thomas. Brandon Lee Thompson. Trevor Allen Thompson. Louis Joseph Thuet. Jacob Daniel Tyndall, magna cum laude. Lauren Irene Toller. Ashley Louisette Torres Lopez. Elizabeth Jean Touchette. Samuel Austin Tretanero. Dakota Ann Trione. Courtney Utz. Blake Daniel Verity. Tara Diane Vasquez. Wolf Spirit Mark Ververka, cum laude. Michael David Voley. Angela Marie Voris. Quentin David Voss. Emily A. Wade, magna cum laude. Haley Elizabeth Wagner, magna cum laude. Thomas Leland Walker, cum laude. Yingyu Wang. Heather Lee Watson, magna cum laude. Nicholas Samuel Weber. Anjanette Webster. H. Douglas Wells III. Lindsay Ann Whitaker, magna cum laude. Brandon White. Joshua Lawrence White. Thomas Gregory White. Stephanie Elizabeth Weichman, cum laude. Jessica Ray Weidmayer. Nathan Thomas Wilkening, cum laude. Sherry Denise Jones Wilkins. Carrie Elizabeth Willen, magna cum laude. Tyner Colette Williams. Andrea Burla Wilson. Dominique Denise Wilson. Aaron Edward Winninger, cum laude. Jasmine Simone Woods. Connor James Woodward, cum laude. Caitlin Marie Wolford. Harley Angeline Utzi, cum laude. Parker G. Zelasco, cum laude. Lauren Nicole Zimmer. Jordan Daniel Barnett, cum laude. Marissa Janelle Blakey, magna cum laude. Savannah Marie Bounds, cum laude. Tanae Marie Brink. Abby Lee Crossley. Jalen Abriel Daters, cum laude. Britton Paige Dominoski, cum laude. Hannah Nicole Dossett. Victoria Nicole Greer, cum laude. Ashley Nicole Heater, cum laude. Tara Lynn Hubert, cum laude. Mackenzie Nicole Joy. Carly Marie Leathers, cum laude. Caitlin M. Lemasters, cum laude. Andrea Elizabeth Lowe, cum laude. Caitlin Ann Lau. Ebony N. McKinney, magna cum laude. Tyler Christine Michael, summa cum laude. Tammy Lee Nethery, cum laude. Alicia Lynn Naputi. Michaela Catherine Parker. Morgan Kathleen Ryan. Brianna Lynn Scott. Jocelyn Charmaine Starks. Samantha Jo Steele. Emily Claire Vanderplume, cum laude. Deandria Lakendra Washington. Janet Lynn Wiley, summa cum laude. Kara Lee Wolf, magna cum laude. Jasmine Brianna Pearson. Rebecca Nyaka Nyo.
Would all of the 2017 spring graduates please rise? Graduates, for this to work, you need to have the tassel on the right-hand side. In recognition of the degrees bestowed upon you, you may now move the tassel from right to left. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Please be seated. Please welcome to the podium Mr. Alan Kara, President of the SIUE Alumni Association Board of Directors.
Good afternoon. For those in the audience, you may not realize we do 4 of these this weekend, and you, by far, the most vibrant and exciting audience we've had yet. As president of the SIUE Alumni Association Board of Directors, it is my honor and privilege to congratulate you on completing your degree and to welcome you all to the SIUE Alumni Association. Are there any other SIUE alumni in attendance today? If so, please stand and be recognized. I love those high fives. Graduates, upon graduation, you are automatically members of the association. Our mission as the Alumni Association is to focus on university advocacy, scholarship fundraising, alumni networking, social events, and lastly, student mentorship. The association is made up of over 100,000 fellow alumni who have leveraged their SIUE experience to shape an ever-changing world and to positively impact the lives of others. As alumni of SIUE, we each have the responsibility to advance the traditions of leadership, excellence, service, and giving back. I would like to draw your attention to those graduates who are displaying the red, white, and black philanthropy cord as part of their regalia today. This cord is from our class of 2017 senior campaign, as it represents and recognizes those graduates who have made a donation of $20.17 to signify their continuing support to SIUE. Their contributions to the Alumni Board of Directors Scholarship will assist future Cougars in attending a commencement of their own. Thank you for your generosity in carrying on the tradition of giving back. You are now part of the impressive history of SIUE. As you represent this university and move beyond the classrooms into your chosen endeavors, you will have many opportunities to positively impact the lives of others. Some of you will go on to create things that inspire future generations. Some of you will develop innovative technology that we haven't even imagined yet. Some of you may fight to protect basic human rights. Some of you will start your own business and negotiate multi-million-dollar deals. Some of you will make headlines, and others will do great things behind the scenes with very little fanfare. And I look forward to the day when some of you will be future honorees in the prestigious SIUE Alumni Hall of Fame. In closing, once you leave campus today, no matter where your life or career may take you, stay connected and remain involved with SIUE in some way. You are always welcome here, as in many ways, this is your home. Connect with the Alumni Association on Facebook and LinkedIn today so you'll be up to date on everything that we have planned. Congratulations on achieving your degree, and best of success and happiness in all you do. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Carrer. Honored guests, at this time, let's give our graduates one final round of applause. On behalf of the university, I wish to thank David Forney and the Meridian Brass Quintet for their fine musical presentations today. Thank you to Tom Atwood for reading the graduates' names. Thank you to the Army ROTC for the presentation of colors. Thank you to our interpreters, Melissa Fears-Henley and Loretto Freeman, for making the commencement program available to those who are deaf or hearing impaired. We will conclude commencement by singing the first verse of the SIUE alma mater, Hail SIUE, played by the Meridian Brass Quintet and led by David Forney. The lyrics are printed in the back of your program. Following the alma mater, please be seated until the platform party, faculty, staff, and graduates have left the seating area. Now please rise for the alma mater. Best wishes to all of our graduates, and thank you to all of our guests for joining us on this momentous occasion. We hope you will return and visit us often.
Thank you.